What's going on, you guys? Lit Man Tuck coming back at you with another book review. I've been going crazy these last couple of weeks, just reading all sorts of books, and I just didn't feel like making any kind of review, all right? But today, I'm finally back. I'm finally back in the building with another review, and it's on an entire series thus far. So there are more books coming out, but I want to talk about the Underworld series by Alexey. I can't say his last name, but I'm going to put the spelling up here for you. And I got the titles in the thumbnail and all that good stuff. Now, I have had this book in my wish list for quite a while. So I looked at it. I got intrigued. I am very familiar with the author. I have his other work, The Daily Grind Project, and the entire series. So I really love that series. It was off the hook. And I like his writing style, you know, just taking somebody with little to no hope and taking it to the next level and just leveling up in unique ways. And so I'm looking at this book and I want this book, and I just kept skipping over the book. And the reason is because I thought the main character seemed too weak. So the main character, his name is Eric. And when he was born in the great system, but he didn't have any level. He was level null. So normally you could be born at level 1, you could be born at level 2, and depending on what level, it's almost like Dragon Ball Z, right? Back in the day when they were first born, they checked their power levels. Well, if you were born at level 0, you're basically a cripple. You can't even walk. You can't even move. You can barely breathe on your own. You don't even have access to certain foods if you're level 0. So I'm like, man, I don't want to read this about this old weak character right here. I know he's a good writer, but I'm not trying to read no weak character. So that was my thought, right? And I kept looking at it every month. I get a new credit. I keep looking at it. And finally I was like, all right, man, you know what? I don't have anything else to read. I'm going on this crazy little, I'm going on this crazy kick where I'm getting a bunch of books. Let me go ahead and get this book, right? So I started the book, and just from the beginning, I was hooked, and I listened to the book straight through, and I didn't even wait for my next credit. I literally finished one book, and I immediately got the next, And so, yes, he is born at level 0. He is straight up null. But the thing is, and I can tell you this part, his dad, grind, he hustled, and he was able to get him an artifact to where he could at least move around, but he still had a hard time as a boy. Everybody shunned him. Other people picked on him. Even, the girls didn't like him, and he just lived a hard life. And he got sold into slavery. They actually called him a peonage. They call him a peon or whatever. And so he goes into peonage, and he's level 0, and he's trying to make his way. But the thing is, he comes to find there's advantages to being level 0. And so as a level 0 person, if he can figure out how to do anything, he gets way more benefits. He gets way more loot because it was harder. So let's say, for example, you're level 2 and you kill a level 5 monster, you get a lot of experience. But if you're level 100 and you kill a level 5 monster, you don't get any experience because he's way below your level. Well, if you're level 0 and you do anything, you get all sorts of benefits from it. And so, like, the loot is I just love the entire time where the great system was like, oh, well, since you did this at level 0, you're gonna get this. I'm not gonna spoil the book. I've gone all the way up to book 4. I'm getting ready to go to book 5 as soon as it comes out. I'm gonna cop it. But I was pleasantly surprised by this book. I had no expectations, and shame on me because I know Mr. Alexey is a great author, and I've went through his whole thing on the Daily Grind Project, and so I should have known, that this was going to be a good book. But great stuff all the way around. I also want to give a shout out to the narrator, Derek Scholes. He did a fantastic job. He reminds me kind of reminds me of a little bit of Justin Thomas James with his style, his voice, and stuff like that. And so big shout out to him. He did a great job narrating the book, real smooth all the way through. And he was the perfect character he was the perfect person to portray the main character throughout the book. But anyway, man, that's all I got, man. If you've read the book, make sure you comment. If you like the book, if you're going to read the book, let me know. Make sure you click like, subscribe, and all that good stuff. And I'll see you at the next one.